and Tony podcast brings you
the Mild Manner Movie Review with your hosts, Tim
and Tony. On this week's episode, we will be talking about Tucker and Dale vs. Evil.
And with everything else happening in the geek world.
Are you good? Are you not entertained?
Cool party.
Great Scott!
I have an army.
We have a Hulk.
People don't forget.
Welcome to Earth.
I'll be back.
You play ball like a girl!
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
We came, we saw, we kicked its ass.
Fucking spectacular.
Alright.
Okay.
How was your week?
It was good. It was a good week. Got moving stuff around to maybe change some things upstairs in our other recording space.
Studio.
Yes, studio is the correct word. I'm taking over. This is our mini studio with our Wonder Woman and Thor poster. Oh,
Yeah.
that way.
Yeah. And you saw Venom?
I did see Venom, yes.
Did I?
Last night, probably at the 10:30 showing.
Oh.
So yeah, I did get home late. Yeah, but I figured that's.
It was
I was going to be up anyway. I was going to be up anyway, so that's no different.
Keep an eye out. We'll be posting a video of our review on that one, separate with spoilers.
Yeah, that'll be a spoiler-filled review.
But I thought it was great.
Yeah, I really
Don't understand critics.
yeah. It's like I get they're looking for a perfect movie, but there is no perfect movie.
No.
So,
And I don't know what they're comparing it to.
and I'm not like a big writer, so if like I don't get. I enjoyed it. I thought it was good.
Yeah.
I laughed.
It did what it's supposed to do.
Yeah, exactly.
I did finish Superman, the animated show, which that show is awesome. It's that whole third season was crazy because like you got Aquaman, Kyle Rayner, Green Lantern.
They just bring everybody in.
Yeah, and like God, who else was it? I mean, Supergirl was at the end of the previous season, but she's in a few episodes. He takes over for Batman for an episode.
Oh yeah,
and Tim Drake's is Robin.
Okay, yeah. I've never seen clips of that one.
Fights Ra's al Ghul, like
It's like, what are you doing?
Darkseid again. Like it was very good. Short third season though. So now I'm debating on Batman Beyond or Justice League.
It seems like it's pretty. I'm watching Beyond now.
The only thing is like Justice League. I'd have to do 2 seasons of Justice League and then go right into Unlimited. Or what was after it? Unlimited, right?
Unlimited will be the third. Is the new one coming out?
No, that's that was like 2 seasons.
Oh no, you're right. Sorry, Justice League
4
and
seasons.
then Justice League Unlimited.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because now it's action.
Because the first episode they just go, all right, everyone's a Justice League member now, and you're like, what happened?
Yeah, so I'm debating on which one to start.
Young Justice was what I was. Outsiders. Yeah. I don't know how I mixed that. I don't know how I mixed that up, but.
And then I started Manifest, which is the one on NBC where the plane disappears.
Oh, okay,
for 5
yeah.
years. It's crazy. It's really good.
It sounds like another Lost. But
it's the only reason I watched it because it seemed like Lost. And then I was watching it, and there's another show that we used to watch, me, Nick, and Luch, that was called Alcatraz. And it's like it's very similar.
Very similar to that.
Yeah, so it would always flash like Alcatraz, but it wouldn't say anything. But all three of us would always wish for the Alcatraz.
Get the little effect going.
But now it's Manifest. And then last night was Flash and Black Lightning, and they both started very good.
I didn't get a chance to watch it at work because I don't have cable now, so I'm all CW app.
I hate that app.
Yeah. Well, it's all right.
It's okay.
It gets the job done.
It does. But Flash, I don't know which one I like better. They're both good. We don't get a lot of Black Lightning in the first one, but we get a lot of lightning and thunder and lightning.
Thunder and lightning.
Yeah.
That's good. Was there a big
Flash? We get a lot of his daughter.
I was just saying, I feel like she'd be a big heavy in that.
A little bit of Ralph, but it was. He was pretty funny in the episode. Him and Cisco were pretty funny.
The 2 things I read about those 2 were there's a Static Shock reference in Black Lightning, supposedly, And then
I think it was just the title. As far as I read, it was just the title of the episode.
oh, okay, well, still
Green Light Babies or something is similar to the
show.
was. I forgot what they were called in the show. Something babies.
Yeah. And then the other one was that the Flash like resets or changes something in the Arrowverse history. I don't remember. I don't know what. I didn't read it, but
from what I remember, no. Maybe it does.
So I'll have to wait and see about that one.
Yeah. Okay, let's jump right into our first segment.
Clark Kent's just a mild-mannered reporter.
He doesn't want to be famous, and I'll make him infamous.
General, haven't you ever heard of freedom of the press?
I'm not a cop. I'm a reporter.
Gossip, rumors, panic in the streets. We're lucky.
Vicky Vale. I'm intrigued by Alex's giant bat story, so I've been...
Oh, right, the Batman.
Nobody cares about Clark Kent taking on the Batman.
It is not. I resent that. Slander is spoken. In print, it's libel.
The police won't help. The press has to do the right thing.
You serious?
All right, first up on the docket, Rosie Perez cast as Renee Montoya in Birds of Prey movie. I don't know.
Yeah,
All I could picture her as a cop is Pineapple Express.
oh yeah.
So, like, and I could see that movie going somewhat that route,
Where it's got a little bit of
with
that
a comedy in it, just because.
Oh yeah.
Like Harley Quinn was funny in Suicide Squad, and I don't know.
Yeah, that'd be hard to do.
But I mean, she's
if they do
been
a
in serious
if they do a
movies, though.
serious one,
It's
then it would be like the
that's it.
old Birds of Prey, which didn't
Yeah.
really work.
But I mean, she can still do serious role.
Oh yeah,
So,
it's not gonna be like a straight comedy. But
yeah. But yeah, all I'm picturing is Pineapple Express. Though. But I don't know. I like her.
These are a good choice. And then we got official photos of Brendan Fraser's Robot Man for the Doom Patrol.
Yeah. I guess it wasn't official to us, but it was official to Comic-Con.
Oh, when they
had their panel.
Yeah.
Because it looks like someone took a picture from.
It's a picture of someone in the front row.
Yeah.
And
I think that is Brendan Fraser too at the mic.
I think so.
I want to say it is.
It's hard to tell. He's got like a cowboy hat on, kind of like what I'm doing here. But, you can't see my face.
But it looks good. I can't wait. I
To,
think it's episode 5 of Titans.
I can't remember. Are they doing it? Are they releasing an episode weekly?
Weekly.
Oh, that sucks.
I know.
I was like, all right, we only got 2 days left, and
2 days
we got
and
a week every day after that.
And then we have I think it's not until February.
They post,
Doom Patrol
I saw like
comes
a
out.
schedule with that. They post, I don't know if we have that. Maybe
I don't
later.
think we have the schedule, but
It seems like there's going to be an overlap, so
Yes.
that'll be good.
yeah, they're splitting up Young Justice into Part A and B.
Yeah.
So it'll air right after Titans, then Doom Patrol,
Then Doom Patrol, and then
Young Justice,
and then Swamp Thing.
Yeah.
And then Harley Quinn's the last one.
Yes. But speaking of Doom Patrol, Matt Bomber,
Bomber.
cast as Negative
Or
Man.
Bomer.
Bomer? Let's
Maybe
go Bomer. Cast as Negative Man for Doom Patrol, which
Which,
we've read a casting for him already, so that's just got to be his stand-in.
Right,
So,
yeah.
I think it was.
It could be anyone if he's wrapped up like that.
Yeah, I think this whole I feel like they cast everybody out, and they were like, "Oh wait, this is going to be a show. Let's recast these."
All right, let's pick new people for this.
Yeah.
And then Jon Favreau released a name and a first photo of his upcoming Star Wars live action show for the Disney streaming service, The Mandalorian. So we got a photo of
the first one they released of the main character. I'm
the
guessing.
main character, which is a Mandalorian warrior in the
traditional,
Boba Fett, Jango Fett, whichever. I forget which one was first. Boba Fett was first.
No, Jango, technically. Boba Fett was first.
Technically, yeah. Okay. Which one was the father?
Jango.
Okay. In that armor.
But yeah, Boba
was
in was the first one we seen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn timeline.
Prequels.
And then the Mandalorian is set after. Speaking of, Mandalorian is set after the fall of the Empire and before the emergence of the First Order. So we get to follow the travails of a lone gunfighter in the outer reaches of the galaxy, far from the authority of the New Republic.
Yeah, so I think he wanted it to go with like a Western style.
Oh yeah, something a little bit different for the franchise.
And I'm pretty sure no one's touched this time of the in between this gap. No show. Nothing has.
Because the Rebels or the first animated one.
Clone Wars.
Thank you. Clone Wars was during the Clone Wars.
Yeah.
So
and
that was the
Rebels was just after Revenge of the Sith or something like that.
I believe so, yeah. And then Resistance, I think, is now after this new...
It's after the new... No, because...
Yeah, because it's got... what's his face, I thought.
It's just before Force Awakens.
Okay, which would be...
Well, technically this area then, but like... I feel like that is
the closer. Yeah, this will probably
is like
be
right
more
in the middle.
Yeah, this looks more mid, kind of probably earlier. But also a lot of directors set to have their own episodes. Taika Waititi, Bryce Dallas Howard, Rick Famuyiwa, Deborah Chow, and Dave Filoni, who's going to be directing the pilot. They're all set to direct one, which that's kind of cool.
Yeah. I had to look up. Rick was supposed to direct The Flash.
That's why that name looks familiar.
He did Dope, and then I forgot what Deborah Chow did, but Dave Filoni did a bunch of episodes of like Rebels and Clone Wars.
Oh, okay, so
so he knows
what he's been in the area before. And then eyed for the lead is Pedro Pascal. So that would kind of fit in with the
cowboy.
Yeah.
He's play the same.
Like typecast as a cowboy. Because there was that other movie in between there where he was like a cowboy bad guy or of that nature. I think I can't remember what movie it was though.
Next up, we get our first look at Lobo for season 2 of Krypton. This has got everyone split. I like it though. I mean, he's not massive.
I mean, unless you're going to cast like The Rock or the guy from Game of Thrones, he's not going to be this huge guy.
Yeah, and I like it. Besides him not being massive, it's like spot on.
Yeah, the weird hair, the jacket, the makeup.
Yeah, it looks good. I can't wait for season 2.
Yeah, which we got to get through.
So I think Doomsday's going to be in it. Lobo now. Forgot who else they were bringing in.
Yeah, they did say there was a lot of new ones coming.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you need to catch up.
I do. There's so much. And then we also got a new poster for Aquaman,
which is it was okay up until the trailer showed, and then it was like, oh.
It's like, all right, cool image. He's got the green and the gold, and then you're like, oh, okay, so maybe he'll get it. And then, all right, trailer, here it is.
Yeah.
Here's the big shot.
We'll talk about the trailer in a little bit. But new Pet Sematary remake has given us some first looks. Gave us 6 or so pictures, and I took
a couple of them.
Yeah.
There's one of the cat.
Then we got I can't remember that guy's name.
On the left?
Yeah. And then
John Lithgow.
Yeah.
I had to look it up. I looked at the picture. I'm like, is that really?
I had to get a closer one. I think the next one's like a close-up of him. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw this picture. I'm like, is that really him?
Yeah.
It's like, yes, it is. So that remake's coming out.
Yes.
Coming soon, I believe.
I don't think it's on there, but we'll talk about it.
Yeah. And then the Titans TV show got renewed for season 2 before season 1's even released.
That's crazy.
It seems like more and more things are doing that, and where it's like, oh, okay, this should be good.
They got so much hype for a lot of it that they're like, all right, we'll sign on for 2.
We'll do 2. Why not? And then Deathstroke's set to appear in the show, and then the Starfire actress confirmed that she will get her comic accurate costume at the end of season, or
by the end.
By the end of season 1, I believe is what she said.
I think they all are. They said.
Robin's is basically...
Robin's done, no, but
Yeah.
the other three are because they haven't been superheroes as long.
Right, which
That's why they haven't.
totally
had
makes
costumes.
sense after thinking about it. When I don't know, a lot of people were jumped to be like, "Oh, that's not accurate. It's going to be garbage." And then
Yeah.
it's like, well, they haven't been it for a while, so.
Do you remember Arrow? How he started before that. And then another Hellboy poster was released, and we got a very good look of a lot of the cast in it.
Yes. I think the first look at most of the rest of the cast, actually.
Yeah. And then like another picture of Hellboy in the background with the giant sword. It was awesome.
I remember liking those movies.
I liked the first one. I don't really remember the second one.
Was the second one with the Golden Army? Mm-hmm. Oh, that's right, because they only made two.
Yeah.
Okay. Now it's coming back. Next up, Mark Ruffalo got fired for giving spoilers for the Avengers 4 on the Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon.
Did you see the clip?
I didn't see the clip.
You didn't?
No.
Oh my god, it's so funny.
I don't know why I didn't.
They're like, can we get the title? And they just bleep and cover his mouth, and he says something. They're like, can we get anything from the movie? And he's like, all right, fine, I'll tell you apart. And they bleep the whole thing, but he's like standing on the couch and he's going nuts. And then Jimmy Fallon's like sitting there like, oh my god. And then like every once in a while they unbleep so you can hear what he's saying. And then like it just starts bleeping for like another continuous amount of time. And then he gets behind the couch and he's throwing stuff. He like jumps behind the couch. It's hilarious.
Honestly, it's perfect.
Yeah.
It can be, if they want to just screw with people, just do that the whole time.
Yeah. Next up, Cameron Monaghan is leaving Shameless this season after they just lost Emmy Rossum.
Yep.
I can't remember. She was leaving after this season though.
I thought she was leaving in the middle.
Oh, so they both are then?
I think he's leaving the same episode she
Oh,
is.
really? All right.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes.
More Joker in Gotham.
Yes. And then we got our first look at Ruby Rose as Batwoman for the upcoming CW crossover.
It's another one that looks great.
Yeah. Very comic inspired. Not expired. Inspired, yes. I mean, it looks basically
the same.
Minus the white eyes. I did see one comment saying she doesn't have the white eyes. But that's almost impossible.
They don't. Yeah. What? I mean, only a few.
Then you literally could have cast anybody.
Yeah, this should be it. I can't wait for this crossover.
It's gonna be. Wait for it.
Legendary.
Do we have it?
I don't think so by itself.
Not by itself.
I don't have a problem. Don't shut up.
It's related.
It is. Last up, James Gunn to write Suicide Squad 2 script, and is also in talks to direct as well, but they haven't said whether of now.
I thought they did say he'd already signed on. This is another one where you get a bunch of different stories.
Yeah, try to read.
Or he's definitely involved.
He's definitely writing the script.
He's writing the script.
I think they're trying to pin him down to direct.
Yeah.
But Dave Bautista wants to join.
Everyone knew it was just a matter of time. It's like, all right, you got rid of one, and go to the other.
Yeah. So Dave Bautista wants to join, and then I was thinking, who would he play?
I was just saying, I liked your ideas.
I was just thinking of big guys, but Solomon Grundy,
essentially who
Gorilla Grodd, King Shark, any of those guys.
Clayface.
That was in my head. I don't think he fits in with Suicide Squad. I don't think.
Oh no, you're right. That's just a Batman. I'm thinking straight Batman. Yeah. And also the guy's an actor,
but you could
he's kind of a big guy actor.
You could do Clayface though. You could throw in any DC
villain and be like, oh, you're a part of the squad now.
Yeah. And then
any of those would be Etrigan would be cool.
Etrigan, but he wouldn't be the villain. He would almost be the good guy of the story. Because he is most of the time. But I could see him playing him very well. Because he was always rhyming. And Dave Bautista would be very funny at that.
His take on it would be great.
Yeah. And then also Michael Rosenbaum, Rosie, also said that he was in. I didn't get time to think of who. But especially for
Lex Luthor. Just do it.
Just do it.
Everyone wants it anyway, so.
I don't think he wants to shave his head, though. He's the only one that does.
He does not want to shave his head anymore, no.
I don't know. It could be someone loud and obnoxious. Because I could picture that from Arkham Knight.
Rosenbaum. Yeah, so, what's the one guy that he switches place with in Assault on Arkham? Tiger Head?
The Bronze Tiger? No.
No. That guy. That's the one.
That guy.
I'm going to look it up real quick just because it's going to...
Let's see.
It's going to bother me.
If anyone else has ideas for who these should play.
Or Rosie, if you have an idea.
Also, he was in Guardians of the Galaxy. So that whole Guardians of the Galaxy line that he was going to do a spin-off on, it's got to be over because that was all James Gunn doing.
Oh, yeah, especially, and Sly, too.
Yeah,
like
all
the Ravagers.
Ving Rhames was one of them, I think.
That Google search. Night Vision. Black Spider.
Black Spider, okay.
Or, let's see, Suicide
Or like,
Squad.
King Cobra?
Teams. Or members. King Cobra, that'd be cool.
He's the only one popping in my head right now.
Let's see.
Oh, Dave Bautista, I was thinking of Bane, but
they've
done it already, and I think I'd rather see something else.
Somewhat, yeah. Instead of just redoing.
Yeah. I mean, he could do the voice of somebody.
Yeah, true. If they do like an animated Parasite, I saw.
Ooh, or I know what I'd like to see him as. I don't think this would work. I guess he could be the villain of the thing. They're trying to take him down, or they take him down in the beginning. Would be Zaz. If he played Zaz, that'd be.
And he shaved himself. He
shaved his head.
Well, that would be interesting.
Yep.
Now it looks like it's time to talk about some new trailers.
Coming soon to a theater near you.
First up, the Harley Quinn teaser trailer featuring Kaylee Cuoco and Lake Bell. From New York Comic Con, I think they released it, like the first day or
she
whatever.
Made fun of
everything. Deadpool, Warner Bros, DC.
I thought she sounded good, although I like Tara. I mean, why wouldn't she just get Tara Strong?
Just stick with it.
I mean, she's probably busy.
I actually didn't really recognize who it was at first, and then they said, "I'm like, oh, okay, I can kind of hear it."
When she gets really loud, you could hear it.
Yeah.
But Lake Bell, I had to look up. She was a good Poison Ivy. I thought she was the best part of the whole.
Especially the way they play them two together is going to make the show.
Yeah. Next up, Titans got a final trailer. Got a little more in depth with the.
Also, I think we talked about this the last time we referenced the Titans trailer. How Robin was like, "Oh, let's go meet a few of my old friends."
Yeah.
I think he was talking about Hawk and
Dove.
Yeah.
Not.
After I watched the trailer again, I'm like, okay, he's talking to Raven, and then in an earlier scene, he's talking with Dove. So I think it's Hawk and Dove. He means they're
his old friends,
not
Beast
Boy.
Boy. That's why because then that would make sense why Beast Boy doesn't have an outfit yet either.
Right.
Because Hawk and Dove.
They both have their accurate ones.
Yeah, this was a good one though. We got a little more Raven. I'm trying to think of what else happened.
A little bit. Didn't Starfire get her own little vignette or whatever?
Yeah, we see him and Starfire hooking up as well. I'd have to see it again, but I remember it looked good.
yeah. I mean, it looks promising, and we like we said, we've only got a couple days before the first episode.
Yeah.
While people have already seen 3 of them.
Bastards.
And then Overlord got a final trailer.
Did you see this one?
I did. I watched these all.
You did? Okay.
Yeah.
The Fitz come back to life after he died.
What did you do to me?
That was the highlight. That was the highlight of the trailer. This movie looks crazy.
Yeah, it's basically going to be a Nazi zombies movie.
Yes. Then next up, Daredevil Season 3, we got a full trailer, and we had to see who he's fighting. at the end, and it's Daredevil.
Yes.
Yes.
And then I think they spoiled it at Comic-Con where
That's Bullseye.
That is Bullseye.
I mean, I guessed that before.
I mean, yeah. Who else is going to be able to...
Yeah, we knew Bullseye was going to be in the season because they cast him ready, so...
Right, so that was kind of like a no... Not a non-surprise there.
I think ruining the surprise would have been if they showed Bullseye in his
in
outfit,
Bullseye, yeah.
Who I hope by the end of the season we see that.
Oh, yeah, or like slowly throughout the season, because, I mean, it's a genius premise. It's like, oh, yeah, turn the city on
Yeah.
the hero. That usually works, at least for a little bit until... We won't get into it, but we'll wait for the season to come. And then also we got we'll say trailer 2, but it's really an extended trailer for Aquaman.
It's like trailer 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah, really. You don't need another trailer at this point.
No, I'm sure they're going to.
If you do, then you're ruining the rest of the movie.
Just unless you throw those clips in different orders.
Right. Just put like the big battles in there.
Yeah. But yeah, we see a lot of which he steals the water from him. He's like, I could have peed on it. And then
it's gonna be like one of those. He's gonna be so just laid back and like Jason Momoa style. I think it's gonna be.
I think until the end. Until
he gets the sweet armor.
Yeah. Then he's gonna be a little more serious, but
yeah,
so funny. Then we got our first trailer for the new Prime show, Good Omens.
I did see this one.
David Tennant and
that other guy that
Michael
looks
Sheen.
kind of like. Oh, it is.
That's Michael Sheen. I'm pretty sure.
Are we doing this again? How many times have we had this conversation about Michael Sheen?
Every time he's been in the trailer.
Who is this guy?
I think they're supposed to be. I thought Nick Offerman was supposed to be in this show too, but maybe they just didn't show him in this first trailer. 'Cause I remember I was talking about this show before, but this trailer looks good. Like I think it's them two as an angel and a demon,
yeah,
and then going through history pretty much,
yeah,
and then trying to stop the apocalypse.
It's a cool idea. And then we also got the Gotham season 5 trailer, which was mostly a
all
recap.
The other seasons, yeah. It's a good recap of season 4, though.
Right. And you get to each character kind of gets their own little couple seconds or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Then they don't give us too much though. Besides, like, Gotham's in the shit right now, and they're like and the cops are unloading at the end, which is pretty funny.
Yeah, basically that. The city is run down pretty much. I would say.
And then we got another Prime show trailer, The Boys, which is another comic book.
Comic book superhero movie. Or TV show series.
It looks pretty funny. So I mean, just from that,
right?
It's like it kind of reminds me of Mystery Men. How the superheroes are sold out, and then like those guys that are flicking them off at the end are
the real hero. We also got a American Gods season 2 trailer, which I haven't seen the first one. But
no,
the first season.
This one doesn't. I mean, it shows that we're going to see the war of the gods a little more, but it doesn't give us too much.
Right. It didn't look like there was more details in it. Just kind of like, oh, hey, these are spotlighting the characters, and then the one guy.
They showed the new media, but I don't think it's the God of Media. I think they changed it because Gillian Anderson isn't coming back. Another one I keep messing up as media, but they got another actress to play another god.
Character?
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, and then they showed the Leprechaun a lot, and that guy's great.
That's the guy. That's the one guy who was kind of. Oh, what was his line in the trailer? It was like a small, one shot. At kind of towards the end. The guy from Like Mike.
Like Mike.
Oh, I threw out a reference.
He's in Like Mike. That
he's the orphanage head. The head guy at the orphanage.
Now I'm blanking.
Oh, come on! All right, I'm gonna show you. And I'm not.
It's not the Leprechaun though, or somebody else.
Well, like I said, I didn't see the first. I didn't see the first American Gods season, so I don't know who the Leprechaun is. Crispin Glover.
Yes, okay.
I don't know if he's the Leprechaun.
No,
probably
he's
not.
the god of... He's one of the new gods.
One
he's
of the new gods?
Yeah,
okay.
He's a bad guy.
I got a feeling he was a bad guy from it.
Yeah, and then next up we got a Deadly Class trailer 2 from Sci-Fi Show. Or, from Sci-Fi Network,
Yeah.
I mean. I forgot who... The Russo brothers are doing this one.
Yes.
And Wong's in it.
Yeah. That was...
This looks good, though.
It's an interesting kind of... Like, it's a high school or,
and they're
or
training
a cult,
them,
maybe?
Yeah, they're training them to not die, it seems like.
Yeah.
Like, not protect themselves, but like to beat up people pretty
basically
much.
Defense Against the Dark Arts.
Yeah.
From Harry Potter. Is what it is.
But Sci-Fi has been doing well, so I'll give this one a shot.
And then we also got a second trailer for Mortal Engines, which shows probably a little bit more of the story
Then, yeah,
than the first one.
What's kind of going on and
Right.
why she's
and a little
wanted.
bit, a little bit more of the characters, which I don't know, looks pretty cool. And
Yeah,
Hugo,
then that whatever-
Hugo Weaving's going to be amazing, I bet. So
And whatever that monster was.
oh yeah, probably the thing that got summoned from that book in the trailer or whatever.
Yeah.
Something related to that, I would guess.
And then we got a Happy Season 2 trailer, which showed a lot of Season 1.
Like a recap again.
Yeah. And it was a weird trailer though, because it was like a behind the scenes type trailer. Oh,
so it was like,
this is the one you didn't see.
This is the one where it was like 5:30 at work. I'm like, no, I'm leaving.
Yeah, it was like behind the scenes, and it's instead of Christmas, it's going to be Easter. And the main bad guy from the first one is going to be saying, or it's like their slogan is "Make Easter Great Again" or something. And I don't know, he's wearing like a Hawaiian shirt this time around instead of like the giant coat and
big
I don't know,
over.
yeah. So there's just going to be blood everywhere. It's going to be a
It's
red
gonna be
shirt
enough.
by the end. Yeah, I can't wait for that one though.
All right, it looks like it's time for some TvT trivia.
Truth is, I am Iron Man.
I'm Spartacus! I'm Spartacus!
I'm Batman.
I'm Wayne Brady Benz!
I am the Father.
I am vengeance. I am the night. I am Batman!
I am the Clit Commander!
Yes, I'm Batman.
I'm rich, biatch!
This week, the theme is Tucker and Dale vs. Evil. And the points from last week, you have 164 points, and I have 161.49 points. Should have just said 161 and a half.
I want you to have .99 and then to lose by point
0.01. Well, this week it seems like it is going to happen because I don't have a character list. So
Oh, yes.
I have the character. Oh, I don't even have the character list from last week. No help there.
Okay, so I'm up first.
You're up first. Yep.
And who am I? This was my first movie.
The guy who plays Chad.
Incorrect. The guy who plays Chad.
Like I said, I don't know.
My next movie after this was also in a horror genre type movie. I have 4, by the way.
Okay. I have 4 in mine too. We're gonna go with. Okay, so that knocks those out. Those out. I'm gonna go with the black guy.
Incorrect.
Sorry, I don't know his name. His character or
Or his actual name. I couldn't even tell you either. I don't remember his character's name. All right, 3. I have the same name as a rock/punk band.
Oh, wow. Even glancing at the cast list, I might have gotten it. The black girl.
Incorrect.
That's it? Okay. What's this last one?
I play the character Jangers. Don't know his name.
Well, what was it? A hard rock punk band?
Yeah. Starts with a W.
I only guess would be the White Stripes, but
no, it's one word.
The
Who? I just did a cover for
Weezer.
Yes.
Cover for
cover. Yep.
I'm glad that's how I got it. Yeah, there was no way.
Nope.
Okay, so we're playing hardball again.
Yeah, that's what you get for picking Guy in Elevator last week.
Oh, come on, you know exactly who it is, though. But to be fair, this character...
I think Janker was in more of the movie than Guy in
absolutely. What is that, a .01?
Yeah, I'll give you a .01.
Yes.
Just to make it...
Just to be...
.02, actually.
It's still fine.
It's still fine.
It's more than it was. Alright, my Who Am I? This is probably what I'm most known for as far as films go.
Alright, I have a guess, just because like, I was looking at some of these people. Kind of want to go for it, but...
Go for it.
Alright, is it Sasha Craig?
That is incorrect. It's a good guess.
She was the yellow Power Ranger for like 10 years. For like Lightning Force or Time Turbo, I don't know.
I'm like I said, I'm working through, so I'm still in the Mighty. Nope. Yeah, I'm still in Mighty Morphin, technically, but I'm at the end of that because there'll be the new Pink Ranger just showed up where I'm at. All right, the second one. My roles in films are typically minor compared to television. Compared to my television roles.
What was the first one again? It was...
This is probably what I'm most known for as far as films go.
As far as films go? Katrina Bowden, Allison.
That's correct.
I don't know any other movies she's in.
She's in
30 Rock.
She's in 30 Rock. She's in a bunch of other horror movies. Like smaller roles like that. See, the other ones were, one could say the events in this movie are my fault.
That's a good one.
And don't hold your breath or get psyched if you get this right.
Is she in Psych?
She was in Psych for one episode.
I should just look at Psych's list.
She's uncredited, so that wouldn't have helped you.
Alright, my second question. What is the name of the gas station they all stop at?
Oh, boy. Yeah, I don't know. That's the one thing I don't remember about that scene.
Last Chance Gas.
Oh, I knew that, too. So I read it, I'm like, oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. That was the first time I noticed it this time around.
This is going to be a bad week for me. Alright. How many pounds was the pickled eggs jar?
Shit. I want to say 6 pound.
Is that your final answer?
No. Yeah, 6 pounder.
Damn it. It is 6 pounder.
Okay. This one you might get.
I'm getting smoked.
What is the name of the place they find the coupon for in their vacation home?
Something hot dogs. Buy 3, get 2 free. And it doesn't expire.
You got the coupon. You know the deal.
Literally
you know the deal.
Oh, damn. it was something R. Rick's Hot Dogs.
No. It was Chubby's Chili Dog Depot.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
I literally got the rest of it.
You did. That is the deal. I was going to ask you what the deal was. Good thing I didn't. I thought that would be harder, the deal.
No, that's the easy part to remember. All right, my third one. How many nails were in the block that killed the cop?
Jeez.
2 complete hardball.
1, 2, 6, 7, 6.
Incorrect. There were 4.
Ah. All right.
I've got 2 extras.
I got 2. I can make 2 more if I had to.
Probably couldn't, but
what is the board game Dale beats the crap out of Allison in called?
It was like trivia, but they were playing Sorry on the board, it looked like. It was like, shit. Trivia Up? It was a take on like Trivial Pursuit. Yeah, Trivia Up is what I'm...
That is correct.
That's correct?
Yeah. I was like, please second guess yourself.
That's what I was hoping for your 6-pounder. Yes. All right. What was the number of the sheriff's vehicle?
C3. I looked at. I was gonna ask you that too. I looked at it. And I was like, "How am I gonna?" I was gonna write it down. I was like, "I'll remember it."
I'll remember that one.
Carter 3.
C-3PO.
All right, my last one. What is the event called that Chad tells the story about his mother?
You.
They say it like 3 or 4 times.
Memorial Day Massacre.
That is correct.
Wasn't sure which day it was. That would make it hard. All right, 1, 2. I'll add my points up real quick. What was the bowling team's name?
Bob's. Something in Bob's. Pill and Bob's, I don't know. I can't remember.
Bob and Billy's.
I
have to give you at least something.
I had Bob.
Yeah. We'll do 0.25. 0.2. Okay. And look at that. I got them added up already. All right. So my abysmal performance this week, I have now total 163.51. And you have 168.25. So my 3-point deficit is now 5-ish.
Who's the 5th president?
Monroe.
That was in case you got the other ones. And then I wrote
all of his stupid knowledge I could probably remember.
What's in chamomile tea?
Oh,
yeah, that was
the thing that makes people go asthmatic.
Yeah. Athamus Nobis or something like that.
No,
I thought that was going to be one of yours for sure.
Do you know what? That really would have been
I had to pause it and write it down.
That really would have been a good...
Okay, now that we're done with trivia, let's move on.
It's now time for the main event.
Let's get ready to rumble!
The moment you've all been waiting for.
Hold on to your butts.
A review of Tucker and Dale vs. Evil.
And now for a short summary of the movie.
Affable hillbillies Tucker and Dale are on vacation at their dilapidated mountain cabin when they are mistaken for murderers by a group of preppy college students.
Oh, I love this movie.
This was fantastic. I don't know. I've definitely heard of it before, Like, I knew Alan Tudyk was in it.
Yeah.
Like, and the other guy. The guy from, what was it, the Devil Show? Reaper, that's what it was. Like, I recognize them from it.
Yep. All right. My top 5. Number 1, the wood chipper. Just everything about the wood chipper scene is great. Even before the kid jumps in, just the way that Tucker is throwing the wood in.
Chucking him in.
He's like ready to fall on himself. Always gives me a good laugh. And then the whole, after he's like, we've had a doozy of a day, like that one. Number 2, the gas station. I love listening to the when Tucker's talking to the gas station attendant. You listen to what he's like got on his list, and it sounds like they are gonna be murdering people.
Oh yeah, he's just like listing off like traps and nails.
Yeah. And then when he convinces Dale to go over and say hi, just smile and
he's holding like
just
a
laugh. Yeah, he's holding this. You all going camping? Just laughs like a madman.
Remember to laugh.
Yeah, remember to laugh. Back up. They just don't like my face. And then how positive they are the whole time.
That makes it even
3.
better.
Yeah, just they pull up to the cabin. It's like they called it a fixer-upper. Like, and then like going through, it's like, oh yeah, it must have been a news junkie. It's just all serial killer things. They find the one coupon. Yeah.
That's the only thing they see on the board.
And then even when the kids are killing themselves, they're not thinking they're trying to kill them. They're killing them.
Kids are killing themselves.
And then there's just the story. It's just another twist on horror movies, and they do a lot of the horror movie tropes.
It hits almost all of them.
Yeah, kids going skinny dipping, and then like him walking through a foggy forest, and
the dilapidated cabin.
The cop being dumb and following the killers. And, like they do a bunch of them great. And then like I love the callbacks, like the cop in general, just pulling him over and then like showing up, and they're like, "Oh, he's just jealous." And then the scene I was talking about, he's like, "What are we gonna say to him?" He's like, "Howdy ho, officer. We have had a doozy of a day. These kids are just killing themselves all around him. He would have to be a moron to believe this." And then like they do the exact same
literally
thing.
the same.
And he's like, "You must think I'm some kind of moron."
Oh no, officer, just open-minded.
Just open-minded. And I mean, I could go on all day quoting it though, which would be like an honorable mention. Just it's so quotable. And then there's just one scene where I think it's right before they go skinny dipping. This kid runs up and he's like, before he says anything, he sniffs the toilet paper, and we don't know why.
It's just kind of there.
Yeah, and we laugh every time we see it. But yeah, that scene. Yeah, there's so many others, but those are my top 5.
One of my other trivia questions is going to be, how many kids are there?
Yeah, right. What is it? Chad, Allison.
Oh, I could not.
Other girl, black girl. Then there's the kid who drives, and then there's the guys who both spear themselves.
That was going to be another trivia
question. And then the black guy, 8.
I think it's 9 because there's another guy.
I counted both the spear guys.
There's 2 spear guys. Okay, we're gonna. Yeah, I mean, we had it. Chad, Allison, other girl.
2 girls. There's 2
girls.
The kid who drives.
The black guy. The kid who runs and stabs himself.
The kid who runs and stabs himself. Dale.
And then the guy in the wood chipper.
Oh, the wood chipper guy. Yeah, so
Ooh,
9.
Your favorite guy. So 9. And then my top 5 is that it's another movie that subverts the normal horror movies perfectly, and also a little kind of basically rom-coms too, like slightly.
Yeah.
With them or with her like falling for him being a dumb hillbilly and them all being like college jocks and nerds and stuff. Number 2 is that basically they keep coming back to like it's just a miscommunication and misunderstanding. It's like, hey, we got your friend. Even the note.
We got your friend. Yeah, the note. We got your friend.
And then when a typical like, oh hey, I'll help you dig the hole here, and then the friends show up, they're like, oh my god, they're
making dig her own grave.
Which is like another classic thing.
Yeah.
And then like the angle of the wood chipper, where it looks like he's stuffing him in when he's trying to like pull him out.
He's screaming. Just his reaction to when he turns to go through some ways. Oh my god! Jumps, and then he just grabs his legs trying to pull him out. And then one girl just keeps getting covered in blood all the time.
It's like wiping her face and just get covered some more. My number 3 is kind of like a shout out, kind of what's the word I'm looking to poke fun at, like the Psych 101 and Sociology 101 college classes, where it's like, I'm assuming they're college freshmen.
Yeah.
And where it's like, oh yeah, I just took this sociology class, and like they start spitting out stuff like, oh, it must be Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah.
That's what it was. That's why she wants to stay. And the same with like, oh, I'm going to be a terrible therapist. We're trying to like sit them down and, all right, how do you feel about this? What's your side of the story? My number 4 is basically all the different ways that
they die.
Like, so the bees, or how it's a mis thing with the bees, / the chainsaw, and then the wood chipper, and then the like 2 or 3 spears.
Yeah.
And then the weed whacker, which I didn't see coming.
When he just moves up. Why did she duck?
Ooh, excuse me.
And then he lights himself on fire and
burns the whole place down.
I chainsawed into a beehive.
Well,
why'd you do that? I didn't mean to. Your friend must have been allergic to bees because he was running like a bat out of hell.
And then my number 5 is his memory of the stupid stuff or some really smart things that sometimes.
Yeah.
So like knowing the 5th president off the top of his head.
Yes. The chamomile tea and.
Or yeah, like, just the fact that he remembers, was it hearing things but not reading things, or
something like that.
He remembers things that go on. And then my honorable mention is that I'm kind of stunned that I haven't seen this yet for how good it was.
All right, a few problems. Like comedies like this, I don't really have any.
Right, it's really, if you get nitpicky, then it's like, okay, sure, the writing, the timing, some of the sets didn't look great. But that's just all movies, you can do that.
Yeah, maybe, I mean, the ending, because it's not as funny as the rest of the movie, but it does close it out.
I was going to say,
it should.
It like ends the story.
Yeah, but I think it'd be funny if they opened it up to another one.
To where?
Like, I don't know.
Well, the other one would be like, okay, they have to build a cabin.
Or somehow they're bowling and someone kills themselves or something around him. Like, leave it
Oh,
like
the best way to do that would be get him stuck in the ball return.
Ball return, yeah. And it's somehow he thinks it's, or everyone thinks it's his fault.
If he did it. That would be funny. Let's see. My problem. Overall, it was like the Chad character was so bro and so overplayed, and now like the whole Chad, Brad, and Dad thing's coming back now. It makes it even funnier.
Yeah.
But what kind of monster even suggests shooting a person's dog? And then I said Chad. That too. That's the type of person.
All right, favorite quotes.
Aside from the ones that we've been saying.
Yeah, I think I already said this one, but what am I supposed to say, Dale? Oh, hi-ho, officer. We've had a doozy of a day. There we were, minding our own business, just doing chores around the house, when kids started killing themselves all over my property. Then you guys going camping. And then... Oh, him explaining the wood chipper thing to Dale. Just some kid, he just hooked himself right into the wood chipper. Head first, right into the wood chipper. College kids. I think like a couple weeks ago, Alan Tudyk commented on Tyler Lambert's Twitter, just college kids.
I was gonna say, when did this come out? Maybe it was
2000. It came out
or like rough, like
2010 or 11. Which is funny. It came out before Cabin in the Woods came out. I'm pretty sure.
Let's check. Well, let's check to see if it was like the anniversary of it or anything. Reliever in there. I just say 2. September 3rd. Oh, so that would kind of be. It was a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. College kids.
And let me click on this link because it says Tucker and Dale vs. Evil 2 is officially underway. Okay, maybe not. But my favorite top 5 quotes. Number 1, it's a suicide pact. All the kids are coming out to the woods to just kill themselves. Oh my god, that makes so much sense. And then after thinking about it, he's like, oh, I think they're trying to kill her too.
I love his reaction to this. Why? Like, because he doesn't know why. I don't know. He's like, it's good you don't know. It's good I don't know. It's like,
it's better that way.
It's better that way.
It's better we don't know they're killing her. My number 2 is, well, what would Tucker and Dale are talking like, basically it's literally after your quote about like, ooh, we've had a doozy of a day. He's like, what are we going to do? Tell him what he looks like? And it's like, well, what it looks like, will it happen, is pretty nasty. And then my number 3, when Dale is shooting all the nails out the window and like screaming at the kids, Tucker goes, Jesus, Dale, take it easy.
If you shoot my dog, I'm gonna be real mad.
Be real mad about it. And then my number 4 is towards the end when the one guy and the girl are coming into the cabin. He's like, damn it, woman, don't argue with me.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out like if they should go in or not.
Yeah. Looks like they're having tea.
I could go for some tea right now.
All right. If you were to recast some people, I really didn't.
It's another one of those hard ones where it's semi-recent and it's hard to recast.
I guess if you did a comedy duo, but even then,
yeah.
Yeah, most of the college kids are unknowns. Besides the one girls from 30 Rock and other horror movies.
Yeah,
but I do like your Chad.
Either they're basically both Chads.
Yeah.
But mine, I would recast Chad as either Jimmy Tatro, the YouTube guy, who's actually been an actor for a little bit, or Adam Devine.
Both good.
They're basically the same character themselves.
I think, Jimmy would be very good at it.
He would probably be better off for it. For being the Chad character.
The Chad. All right, final thoughts. I can't believe you haven't seen this.
Neither can I. It was... I've always seen, Tucker and Dale.
On Netflix.
Well, when it's
it suggests
like horror movies or like Halloween type movies. It always comes up, and I'm like, oh, Evil Dead, Ash vs. Evil Dead, like, all the evils and verses, and, like, those all come up. So,
I had seen it. I think it was my last year at school, and it always popped up for, I feel like, all of us. Like, we were like, all right, like, one day we were like, let's watch this and
let's see what it is.
And, like, I think it was, like, 4 of us watched it, and then we got, like, all of our friends to watch it. I think we might have watched it about 13 times in like a month. Over and over again.
It's your role models. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm going for.
Yeah, we watched it so many times. We memorized it by then.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I did watch it 3 times in this last week, but 2 of them I was a little drunk.
2 of them you weren't super paying attention.
Wasn't paying attention. Was mainly just laughing. But yeah, before that I hadn't seen it in a while, so it was good going back. But it had to be the best Netflix find ever.
Like scrolling through, it's like, okay.
Yeah, like just pick it randomly. Like, all right,
that looks interesting, and then it turns out to be hilarious.
Yeah. All right, this week we are going to be ranking our top 10 parody movies. Because this is not a horror or...
No, it's basically a parody.
Yeah, close to a parody. Parodies other Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of these are like straight up.
I was gonna say some of mine are maybe not technically parodies.
When I googled it though, like even I'll tell you some of the ones I thought like weren't parodies. Was like I really like this movie, so I'm gonna put it in there anyways.
That's what I did with several of them.
Yes.
So actually, one of them that comes to mind.
Yes. All right, so I'll go first. My top 10. Number 1, I gotta go Tucker and Dale. I could watch this a million times and still laugh just as hard.
It'll
as the
still
first.
be just as funny.
That's why number 2 was Walk Hard. I guess no one's heard it yet, but we talked about that for a while.
But I'm going to talk about this for a second. I was trying to edit like the video clip of it, and the audio's there. It's just super quiet. Like my computer was turned up all the way, and I could hear it. But it's just super quiet. So maybe we'll
keep messing around.
Either keep messing around or just upload it.
When we get a week off, maybe we'll upload it.
Yeah, but I'm still trying to work on that clip because I want to. I have a couple of ideas like how I want to.
Oh, the you twisting the knob.
Me just going like. I have a couple ideas that I want to do, so that I'm taking my time with it.
Yeah, no rush. And then number 3, I picked Spaceballs, but like in general, just Mel Brooks. Yeah, I actually watched Blazing Saddles this weekend, so great movies.
Another good one.
Number 4, the Austin Powers movies, another great parody of British spy movies. 5, Scary Movie. It was funny because this started at like number 2, and then it slowly just kept getting pushed down.
It's like, oh wait, no, that one.
But yes, and I would go up till 3. I don't think I've ever seen anything past 3, but 3 was where it started to decline.
Spy Who
they did the signs. For Scary Movie.
Oh, Scary Movie. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. I think Scary Movie 3 was the last
decent one. Number 6. See, like these ones is where I thought weren't be considered parodies. It was Shaun of the Dead / Hot Fuzz. It does parody zombie movies and it parodies action movies.
You're right,
but not as much as some of these other ones.
I'm breaking the rules for mine.
But I had to put it on the list. Number 7, Tropic Thunder. I guess parodies war movies.
Predator and Rambo and
but then it's like them filming the war movie, so it's like a double
like a Hollywood parody movie.
Yeah. But that's a great movie. Then number 8, Johnny English, another spy parody. Number 9, Galaxy Quest, a Star Trek parody. It's
also,
a great movie.
I haven't seen it. Also on Netflix, though.
You haven't seen it?
I haven't seen it, no.
Oh. Although I hate Tim Allen now, I do recommend seeing it.
I was saying that there's more than just him in the movie.
Yes.
I know Sigourney Weaver's in it. I know Alan Rickman's in it.
A very young Dwight. He has no lines, I think, is in it.
My guy Sam Rockwell's in it.
Yes.
So
Monk.
So that might be a tonight movie.
It's a good one. See. And then number 10 is Johnny Dangerously with Michael Keaton, like the mobster.
That one I haven't even heard of. When I looked up like parody movies and I saw it. So.
I saw it when I was real young, but I haven't seen it in years. But I remember it being hysterical.
It made such an impression that it's...
Yes. Plus Michael Keaton's in it.
Plus Batman's in it.
Yes.
So. All right, my top 10. Number 1, Hot Fuzz / Shaun of the Dead. Mostly Hot Fuzz, but...
Mostly. I've seen that one. Probably more than I've seen. I own that one, actually. I don't own Shaun of the Dead.
That one's also Netflix, but... It's just the first time I saw it, I'm like, this is my kind of movie.
It's very meta, because they watch all the movies that they parody.
Exactly.
I would count that one more as a parody than Shaun of the Dead, just because
Shaun of the Dead's basically a zombie movie.
They recreate some of the scenes too, like multiple Bad Boys 2 scenes are in that movie.
Have you ever shot your gun and pointed in the air and screamed?
Yeah, Point Break, like they just kill it.
My number 2, Three Amigos.
I see. I didn't even think of that one.
Neither did I. It is one of like my favorite movies. It's on my list of favorite movies. And then when I was looking, the parody list did have it on there, so I'm like, I'm going to put it on there.
I'm going to put it on there.
My number 3, Tropic Thunder. 4, Tucker and Dale. So that cracked the top 5 after the first watch. My number 5, Walk Hard. 6, Austin Powers. 7, Spaceballs.
I see you split these up.
I was going to say, we basically have a very similar list, but mine's a different order.
You just started yours different. I feel like
yes,
I pushed mine back.
I started at the top and went from there. My number 8, Blazing Saddles. 9, I was kind of wondering if I should put on there, but I figured for a top 10 it could make it. A Million Ways to Die in the West.
The
Seth MacFarlane one, and Charlize Theron, and a bunch of other people.
Yes. Amanda Seyfried,
yeah.
And then what's the one guy that's in Ted? Giovanni Ribisi.
I did not know what guy you were referencing, so I was like, I don't know. Mark Wahlberg?
Mark Wahlberg.
My number 10, Scary Movie.
Wow, that's a little far on the list.
It is, yes. But I put honorable mentions. Number 1 was Monty Python, because I haven't seen any of them, or the movie.
So it's on your list.
So it's on my list.
Like Spider-Man 2.
That's a different story. It's a different thing. Because I'm sure from what I hear and what I know of it, it would probably definitely crack the top 10.
Okay.
And then you spoke about this earlier.
That's funny because I did not know that.
You didn't read?
No, I didn't read your list.
An honorable mention, Mystery Men.
That is a good one. I don't know how I didn't even think of that.
Also has a young Dane Cook.
Dane Cook, yes.
Is the Waffle Man.
All right, that's been our show today. Hope you enjoyed it.
You can follow us on social media and our website, timandtonytalk.com. And remember, share this with your friends.
Make to join. Make sure to join us next week for the Mild Manner Movie Review when we discuss Halloween in our month of horror.
In our horror month. I had the clip. I should. Same bat time, same bat channel.
Thanks for listening. I'm Tim.
And I'm Tony. And we are the Dynamic Duo.
Good night.
night.